What's the 2026 first episode of 2026, Reese? What are we doing?
I thought I'd ease us in gently. I didn't want to go straight in there. I thought we should, everyone's chilled. A lot of big news stories happened. Let's have a fun story from the past. And let's go way back. Our first ever episode was the drunken adventures of Johnny Macdonald.
My favorite. It was a great episode.
This episode is called Lady Macdonald, Extreme Train Rider, which is a story about his wife.
Okay. Extreme Train Rider. Well, I haven't heard of this. This is interesting.
This is a weird story I found. It was an article published by Black Press Media, and it was extracts from a book called Fur and Gold by John Pearson, and it's insane. But kind of made me like Johnny Macdonald's wife.
I kind of like his whole family, like his father, the failed merchant. I love that. That's how he's known in history.
There's just the questionable period in his life where he starved indigenous people. So,
Jesus Christ,
amongst other things.
But he's known. If you look him up, like that's the information you found on his father is just failed merchant.
Yeah.
Failed merchant.
Let's do the theme tune for the first time this year.
What makes Canada boring?
Have you ever seen the flag? It's a leaf.
£1 million to go to Canada.
Canada is boring. I was actually shocked. I mean, from all the countries they could choose from.
Do you like maple syrup?
No, I don't.
These Canadians ain't got a care in the world.
Get my country's name out of your fucking mouth.
I was like, oh, he's in Canada. All right. Okay, you communist.
The country needs you. I'm Canadian.
But don't feel bad for Canada. Believe me, this is their strategy.
I'll tell you another thing. The beer sucks.
Don't run off to Canada. It's so boring there.
Hello and welcome to Canada's Boring. My name is Reese, and with me is Jesse, the buoyant Harley.
Ooh.
Tried to drown him in a river, wouldn't sink.
That's why we're friends. He can't kill me.
You can't kill him.
He tries. Yeah.
After the multiple attempts, we actually started talking, and
wow, you're really strong, Reese.
Jesse's like a honey badger. It gets bitten by like a cobra, and it just goes to sleep and sleeps off the venom.
And then starts a podcast with the cobra.
Same when I put antifreeze in a lasagna. He ate it. He just had a big sleep, and he woke up pretty similar to before.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah,
I feel like that probably would happen to me.
He just can't tie his shoelaces without whistling now. That's the only difference. So.
Tiny bit of brain damage. This is fine.
Let's talk about Lady Macdonald, Johnny Macdonald's wife.
I'm excited.
Have you heard of her before?
No, never.
Her full name was Lady Agnes Macdonald, which is a very stereotype. If you're going to go, I'm going to create a Scottish Canadian character who has lived in the 1800s, and like you were going to just brainstorm a name. I bet you Lady Agnes Macdonald would be in the top 20 of made-up names, but she's a real person.
Okay.
And it's her.
I've never heard of her. I mean, I didn't know he was married.
But they don't, to be fair, it's a period of history where usually they just tell stories about men.
Yeah, that's true.
She was just the wife of a prime minister, like most of the wives of prime ministers at the time. But
she was a crazy wife of the prime minister, is that true? I'm looking forward to this story if that's true.
So in 1885, the last spike was hammered into the Canadian Pacific Railway for the first time, and Canada had a transcontinental link from the Atlantic to the Pacific. So this was like joining both ends of the country because of expansionism from America as well, threatening a Canadian territory. The train line was like an act of sovereignty that you could easily travel back and forth. And then they kind of gave up on building any more railways after that moment, as far as I can tell. and Air Canada just charges you through the teeth to get over there.
True.
So
I do love the train. It takes fucking forever, but it's nice. We have
Canada should have high-speed trains.
We're working on it.
I know.
We are. It's going to take a few years, but like the first one is going to be between Montreal and Ottawa for some bizarre reason. I guess for commuting purposes, but then it's going to keep going for like, we're working on it right now, which is awesome.
No, great. Well, long may it continue. So Johnny Macdonald, Canada's prime minister.
Shut the fuck up, Jesse.
Just do it. Just like how fast China built high-speed railway and then just do that. Anyway,
I don't think our high-speed railways are going to be that fast. I think they're going to be slightly faster than our current trains. Normally takes you 3 hours to get to Ottawa. Now it's going to take you 2 hours and 45 minutes.
And it cost $460 billion to shave off that short period of time.
Right.
So Johnny Macdonald had never been west of Ontario. That's the furthest he was willing to go at this point. So it'd been his life's ambition to see the joining country by rail. So it was planned that him and his wife, Lady Agnes, would travel by train across the new track in the summer of 1886.
Okay.
So very excited. Everyone else had done it on horseback or walking or wagons. Now there was a train, so he could like literally just jump on a train. So they had a private rail car named the Jamaican, which was named after the country where Lady Agnes was born.
Oh, okay.
But she was
immediate face of confusion was settled seconds later. There we go. That's how the show works.
And it was outfitted to be very luxurious, and it was scheduled to carry a party of political dignitaries from Ottawa to Granville, which is now known as Vancouver. I prefer Granville.
I don't know if I've ever been to Granville. Okay, sure.
Vancouver's way better. Granville sounds.
Don't insult Granville. We're going to get a whole bunch of angry speak pipes from Granvillians.
The plan was for the Prime Minister to stop in as many towns as possible so he could kind of campaign and be like, hey, I'm the Prime Minister. I'm turning up on the new railway. Look at me. Vote for me.
Wait, didn't we talk about that in a story? Where like he showed up somewhere? Oh my God, it was years ago.
Which?
Yeah.
We're talking about that was Pierre Trudeau with Young Justice.
That was Pierre Trudeau.
You're right. The Salad Express, where they bombarded their train with vegetables and fruit.
Your memory is very impressive. I got to tell you, it's
all thanks to the drugs. Anyway, so Johnny Macdonald was like, "Hey, I'm your Prime Minister. Look at me. I'm on a shiny new train. I've connected the country." However, Lady Macdonald stole the show as he was heading towards the wonderful metropolis known as Granville.
Okay.
So she was bored in the private car, in this luxurious car named after the country she was born in. So as they went across the...
Nice little dig there, Reese.
So as she was kind of just in the prairies, going across the prairies, she was like...
I could see why you'd be bored.
She was bored. It's flat, like the train.
Nothing to see, nothing to look at, nothing to do on the train.
The train doesn't do any jumps or wheelies. It just goes slowly in one direction.
Amazing. You want people to ride the train. That's...
So she started...
Coming up soon is the loop-de-loop.
So she climbed into the cab of the locomotive and just started hanging out with the engineers. And they started to
Something I would do for sure.
They started to show her how the train worked and all this kind of things. And she started asking if she could blow the whistle. So they let her blow the whistle. And she blew it so often that Johnny Macdonald came forward to the engine to tell her to stop playing around as she was interfering with his concentration when he was trying to read, because she was blowing the fucking whistle all the time. I just love...
I mean, like, you put a rat in a cage and you give it a whistle. It's all it's going to do is blow that fucking...
I know.
Like,
I know. But I just love the idea of this drunk Prime Minister just trying to
read.
To read.
And by trying to read, he doesn't mean concentrating on a novel. He means trying to actually read. The act of physically reading, like figuring out what these letters mean.
Alcohol induced dyslexia. Anyway, so I imagine he was probably just trying to sleep off a hangover, and then his wife's blowing the whistle, and he's like, "Oh, I'm trying to read or something. Let's go and get pizza." Oh, whatever. So anyway, but things changed because Agnes, at one point when they stopped at a station, saw the huge cowcatcher on the front of the train.
Okay.
You've seen those, like the slopey bit on the front?
Yeah,
train?
I mean, I've never seen it in action, nor do I care to, but it's supposed to push any animals that are on the track off the track so the train can keep going.
Do you know what she said to herself? Do you know what? I'm going to ride that for the rest of the trip.
Fuck off. I get, like, who's going to tell her no? I guess, right? It's her train. It's her. Like, for real? Like, I guess, like, who's? That's weird. No, I mean, I gotta hold on. I need it. This didn't happen. There's no fucking way. You're a conductor of a train, and the prime minister's wife, who's
at the time when like she's probably in like a big dress and like has like a hat and like like women of society were forced to dress in those days, where it was like certain kind of thing.
Oh yeah, that's right, big billowy dresses.
Just imagine. Remember, women are dressed in Back to the Future 3 like that.
Okay, so but like, how would you say no to that? You're the conductor of this train, and suddenly,
do you want me to give you the details?
Yes, but I'm trying to wrap my head around how I would do that. I'm like,
so she explained that the carriage that was custom built and named after a country of birth.
It's like if her dress gets caught.
Well, these are all legitimate health and safety concerns, but she said it was stuffy, boring, smoke-filled private car.
The dress gets caught under the wheel, and then the conductor goes back to Johnny McDonald's like, good news, sir. Your wife won't be pulling that fucking whistle anymore.
I'll find you a new one in Granville. Anyway, so she thought that the wind in her face would be an exhilarating way of seeing the country as she went across. And the engineer was initially astounded.
Sorry.
And she later wrote, he seemed to think it was a very bad idea indeed. To a sensible, level-headed man as he is, such an innovation on all general rules of travel and decorum was no doubt very startling. Which is what she wrote. Which is a very 1800s way of saying, he said, fucking hell, no. The engineer was firm, but he would not allow her to ride on the front unless the Prime Minister himself gave permission. So John,
hold on, what? So he had a caveat, like, well,
this is not allowed unless he says it's okay. Like, if the Prime Minister commands me, then fuck it, why not? Like,
right, I guess, so, yeah.
So Sir Johnny A was sitting in the private car having another drink and reading a magazine when she ran in and basically made a request. And he said,
reading a magazine.
His initial reaction was ridiculous, which should have been the end of it, but but then he replied, could you hold on? And she went back and said, I can do it as long as I hold on. So the Prime Minister said, you can argue with him. It's his train.
Oh, that's amazing.
So the engineer then turned this issue over to the superintendent of the journey, who was an aide to the Prime Minister, who was in charge of the whole trip. And he tried his best to talk her out of doing it. However, she refused. He said, you can do it, but you need to have a seat. So she looked around and found a small box that had contained candles on the platform of the train station. And
how would you do that, though? Because it's sloped, right?
I guess they would have to like thrown one together using wood.
Sorry, I'm just trying to listen. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, fine.
Okay, sorry.
So she's decided this.
No, the whole thing is like the cowcatcher is sloped. You can't put a box.
I mean, they probably made that as a valid point, Jesse, but so her argument was like, let me have this like empty candle crate as a seat if we can put it on there. And she said like being able to see the mountains and all the views would be incredible, and kind of just didn't give up. So eventually they gave in. They let her have her seat, and she wrote, with a firm right hand grasping the iron stanchion, my feet planted on the buffer beam, there was not a yard of descent which I had faltered for a moment. So as the train line dropped,
there's not a yard of descent that I had faltered for a moment. What is that?
As in, like, she loved it and she wasn't afraid.
There wasn't a yard of descent.
Yeah.
This is only like 150 years ago, and English has changed that much. That's amazing. There wasn't a yard of descent.
I know. People used to talk like that. Now they just go, lol.
Yeah.
So when the train stopped,
that's just a quick side. This is a point that some people have brought up. The whole like, oh, what if you were whisked back in time? You had a time machine or a portal or whatever. And
get diarrhea.
Well, yes, but like a lot of people who really know history, they're like, past like 150 to 200 years in the past, you wouldn't understand a single fucking word anyone was saying, and vice versa. like if you were whisked to the 1600s, like you would be just babble.
Well, an example is some of the place names in the UK are Old English names for things, and no one understands. Like no one really, apart from a few academics, understands what the names actually mean, and those like names for places and how things are pronounced, because that no one speaks like that anymore. But they're kind of artifacts from that. So yeah. So
giving examples.
Not off the top of my head, Jesse.
Okay. Like that really long Welsh name. What's the go?
That's. I mean, people still speak Welsh though. My point is Old English. People don't speak.
Oh, I see. Okay, right, yeah.
Welsh survived. It outlived Old English. So anyway,
cool.
So when the train stopped at another station along the way, some friends walked up to the front to talk to Lady Agnes to see what the fuck she was doing.
I'd like to think that that's what they said.
And Lady Agnes did the responsible thing. She dared them to join her.
Oh, amazing. Okay.
Not wanting to be outdone by his wife, who clearly had
Granville.
Clearly had bigger balls than him. This wasn't, they weren't in Granville yet. John A. casually accepted the offer, and he traveled on the cowcatcher for a few miles with her. But at the next stop, he climbed.
John A. did. Holy shit. Okay.
The next stop, he
climbed. So a whole bunch of friends there? Like, how many people were on this cowcatcher?
Just John A. John A. was like, fine, I'll do it. God.
But her friends didn't?
No, her friends didn't. She was like, I dare you to join me, you sacks of shit. Johnny McDonald rode for a few miles and then decided to go back into the comfortable private car full of whiskey.
He needed to top up.
And magazines. But she was like, no, I'm riding this all the way to Granville, baby.
Holy shit. Wow.
So each day's travel did not begin until she'd taken her place on the candlebox.
Each fucking day?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. This wasn't like a few hours to Granville. This was like days of sitting on a cowcatcher. Days.
All day. And then getting off.
The whole day.
People checking in on her to see if she's still there and alive. Anyway, so...
This is amazing. What the fuck? I thought this was going to be like, a quick 5-minute, like, yeah, fine. Let her on the thing for 5 minutes and then get her off. No. Every single day, the whole day. How did she use the washroom? I don't want it. You know what?
Just
piss on just go, man.
Yeah.
Just go.
Lift up the big skirt and just spray onto the tracks in front.
Jesus Christ.
Hope the wind is in your favor. So... It was the inventor of the windscreen washer was actually on the train. That's where we got the idea.
Well, at least she's not ringing the goddamn whistle anymore. Yeah.
I'm Lady Agnes in my windscreen right now because of all the salt. Anyway,
holy fuck! How did we not hear about this before? This is wild.
So the superintendent joined.
Spray the tracks, Reese. Jesus Christ! You enjoy some words.
People don't talk like that anymore. They use those words anyway. So the superintendent joined her because he was so worried about leaving her on the front of a train for days on end.
No, he was jealous. He wanted to give it a shot.
Johnny McDonald was like, "I'm washing my hands of this. If you need me, I'll be drunk in the Jamaican." And the superintendent was like, "I'll stay with you." So at one point, the train came to an abrupt stop because a side had deposited dirt and gravel over the rails. It was just before a bridge and a steep ravine. And if the engineer had not spotted the slide and break, the locomotive would have likely jumped the track and fallen over the precipice.
Holy fuck. Oh my God.
Patreon.com/Canada is boring. Canada's coolest club. Premium fun, privileged access to secret content, a chat app with the hosts, hours of fun for everyone, the promise of eternal life.
Patreon.com/Canada is boring.
So it was kind of a moment.
Hold on, wait. Hold on. What? So you're telling me, so hold on, I want to know. I got to piece this together. What year was this?
This was, what did I say?
1886?
1888, I think.
1888. Okay. And So that
1886, the summer of 1886.
1886. Oh, my history's, if I remember, wasn't it 1886 when Johnny Macdonald sort of convinced all of Canada to join together? Wasn't that the year?
Well, this is this period. This train line was the whole point. Yeah.
Was the whole point of that. Okay, so I like this little mind experiment, this little thought experiment.
Do you want to
go back into
before you do your mind experiment? Do you want to know?
No, this has to do with this.
Do you want to know what happened to the people on the front of the train that suddenly almost jolted and fell off a precipice?
Well, I assumed the train just came to a slow stop. That's what I assumed. No?
Well, it did. But do you think that would make you want to get back in the train?
Oh. Her? Probably not.
Lady Macdonald was thrilled with the close call. And declared how exciting it was looking down into the canyon, which almost killed them.
Oh my God, she's insane. I love her. Oh, okay.
Sorry, what was your thought experiment? I just wanted
I got to find a woman like that.
Well, just if Johnny Macdonald died, would Canada be a country? Was that your thought experiment?
Well, not if. So the thought experiment is think back to your life and try to find a singular event that was so minuscule in nature, but was a domino effect that careened the trajectory of your life in a wildly different direction. Had she not decided to sit on the fucking cowcatcher for days on end, right? Had she not had that thought, like, I'm going to sit on this thing, Canada might not be a country.
No, it wasn't her who spotted it. It was the engineer, apparently.
But why was the engineer able to spot it?
Well,
wasn't he sitting on the tracks with her?
No, the superintendent was sitting on the tracks.
Oh, so it wasn't them at all.
No, it wasn't. No.
Oh, I thought it was like he went and I thought it was the superintendent that saw it.
Maybe they gave him. Maybe they were a form of early, like the LiDAR on the front of cars to stop you from driving into the back of someone.
Right.
Turns out, lady, not only did she help innovate windscreen washers by spraying the tracks, she also innovated early collision warning systems in modern vehicles.
Okay, so it wasn't her, and it wasn't the superintendent that spotted the thing coming up. It was the engineer up top.
It was the engineer. Yeah.
Okay, so that's unfortunate.
Sorry to ruin it, but anyway, she thought nearly dying and being smushed on the front of a train was like in Toy Story 2. Yeah, the opening of Toy Story 2 would have been great, but without Buzz Lightyear to save you. Anyway, but things got better then. As they were passing through the Fraser Valley, a swarm of pigs strayed onto the track. They were.
Wait, did they go over the canyon? They cleared the debris and they went over the canyon? Was she sitting there with just?
They went over the canyon with her sat on the front. Yeah.
Jesus Christ! Never in a million years.
So, as they plowed through the pigs with the cowcatcher, there were squeals and pigs flying through the air as the train crashed into them.
Fuck off! What? No! Hold on. What? What are you talking about?
That's why it's called a cowcatcher. They just used to move animals out of the way if they were on the line.
Was she still on the thing?
They were on the front as they hit a swarm of pigs.
Maybe I'm not understanding what a
that's the correct collective term for pigs, but
hold on, I'm looking at the cat. I want to see what a fucking cowcatcher.
It's like a wedge. It's like a.
Oh, okay. There is on these some of them. There's like a little. There can be a platform up top where she can sit. Okay, so I thought she was on the wedge itself, just precariously gripping onto the wedge and just holding on for dear life for days on end. I'm like, she's out of her fucking mind. But no, on some of them, there's a little. You can put a box up top. Yeah,
but it's still pretty insane to be on the front of a steam train for days on end.
It's insane. Yeah. Yes, and okay, so she's
she's
on this tiny little fucking it's a small ledge sitting there, and then watching a foot or two in front of her, pigs fucking flying left and right while they plow into them.
She said that she just closed her eyes. She shut her eyes tight and hang on. The superintendent was struck.
While squeals happened all over around her.
The superintendent, she's like, just open your mouth, free bacon. So the superintendent was struck by the body of a pig and narrowly avoided falling off. But Lady Agnes was untouched. And then,
I swear to God,
and that wasn't it.
Sometimes
there was one more trial for her. There was one third drama. Sorry, go on.
Sometimes I think we have been doing this show for so long that you realize no one is going to question you and you just make all this shit up.
I wish I was. I quoted where I pulled this from. Go and have a look. So,
like, this is wild.
Eventually they came to a forest fire, which was around the train tracks in front of them.
What?
So they're on the front of a train, and the train is about to pass through a forest fire.
Holy fuck!
And again, and it came through as a warning through a telegraph to the train station, and it was burning right up to the edges of the tracks.
It's too bad that's not where the pigs were.
So the engineer was told to rush it in order to get through before it crossed the tracks and became a tunnel of fire.
Oh my God. That's okay.
Both
the
superintendent and the engineer urged Lady Agnes to go back into the Jamaican, but she refused to move, saying that this will be a delightful opportunity for a new sensation. Which
the most bored woman in the world.
80% burns would be a new sensation. So the engineer floored it, and she went through the forest fire strapped to the front of the train.
Jesus Christ. And if she was burning, like, I guess she could turn around and wave and say, stop, get me in the fucking train, right? But like, there's no way to know. Like, it's either going to be too hot or it's not, man. Like, and it might be too late by the time you figure that out. Like, oh, fuck, that's nuts. She's out of her fucking mind.
So by July 1886, they finally reached Granville after the nearly fallen in a canyon, the swarm of pigs, and the fire. And maybe the pigs were running away from the fire. Anyway, the crowds were gathered all along the route, ready to see John A. Macdonald, the Prime Minister, arrive for the first time in their part of Canada. And most of them were surprised, if not shocked, as when the train pulled in, they saw Lady Macdonald sat on the front of the cowcatcher, arguably slightly singed, waving at the crowds. So she totally,
arm on fire, yeah.
She totally stole the show. They were like,
I feel like if they turn this into, you know, when you see a movie and some true stories, well, most true stories will have like, this is a true story or this is based on a true story at the beginning of the movie. I feel like we'd have to stop this movie several times to put up this is based on a true story throughout the film, right? Like,
well, the Coen brothers ruined that when they put based on a true story with Fargo, and it wasn't. They put it on the front of the movie because they thought people would pay more attention if they thought it was real. And then a woman died going to look for the money that gets buried at the end.
Oh, God. Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit. I didn't know that. That's fucking crazy.
Anyway, I think it's great. Well, let's do the small talk dimension.
But this is a true story.
This is a true story. As far as I can tell. Yeah.
That's amazing. That's
it was
amazing.
Published in a book and by a newspaper.
Did John A. Macdonald do as he said and got himself a new wife in Granville?
Don't think so.
After that,
I don't know. But as far as I can tell,
so they traveled from. So Granville's in British Columbia.
Yeah.
Where were they traveling from?
Well, Ottawa.
Ottawa to So that's really far. Christ, hold on. Let's see how long that would take. Ottawa
by train
to Granville.
Well, they were traveling for weeks. Like it was, they left in at the beginning of the summer and they arrived there in July. So, it was a matter of weeks, definitely.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, small talk dimension. Here we go.
Small talk dimension.
You are now entering the STD zone. Incoming STD. Loading small talk. Enhancing anecdotes. Dick jokes processing. You have reached the small talk dimension zone.
I'm wearing my Canadian politics is boring t-shirt, but you can't see it because I'm too short in this chair. So
you're too large for me then. Oh, I've got my stupid sexy Trudeau mug, so we're a right pair of
nice.
We're a right pair of merch peddling saddos.
I'd like one of those.
I got a cupboard full of them in the office. I keep trying to give them to people and they keep saying you've already given me one. So
can you mail me one? I'll pay for postage.
Jesse, pay for postage, Harley. That's what they call him. All these promises.
I'd love one. If you could send me one.
Happy New Year, Jesse.
Happy New Year, Reese.
It's the first episode of 2026, and I feel like 2025 was a bit of a roller coaster, but based on everything on the news so far, 2026 is going to be one of those chill years with way less worries.
You know, it's strange. I keep hearing this. And hold on a second.
I was being sarcastic. I don't know who you heard that from, but
no, I heard like there's a lot. I don't know, just on the internet in general, was like everyone's like 2025 was a piece of shit year. It was just awful for me and my family, my friends, and everybody, and it sucked. And I'm like, I don't know, 2025 was pretty good to me. Like I think I had a good time. How about you? How was your year?
How was my year? I don't know. Like any other year of my life, a mixture of ups, downs, and somewhere in the middles.
Oh, okay. All right. I don't know. Some people's years really suck.
I know, but you know, unless you keep like a really meticulous diary where you rate your mood and how your day went every day, is fraught with kind of nostalgia or rose-tinted glasses or negativity. Is like all of them. So
I was so stressed out living in Halifax. And you don't like when you're really stressed out, your mind and brain can kind of just convince you it's okay.
This is a great advert for Halifax.
Right. Oh yeah. It was my situation. It was my living situation. Halifax is actually a lovely place. It really is. But my previous living situation was really stressful. And like when you're in that stressful situation, you don't think you are that stressed. But you will try anything. You will try a whole bunch of stuff, you know, yoga, meditation. Yeah. I stole a book called the Miracle Morning. And I tried it and I did it for like a month. And in retrospect, it was the most ridiculous fucking thing. It just gets you to do like all the healthy things you've heard of, but in like 5-minute increments over the course of a half an hour every morning. Like, okay, we're going to stretch and do yoga for 5 minutes, and then we're going to journal for 5 minutes, and then we're going to meditate for 5 minutes. I'm like, and I'm just trying like, this is going to make me healthy. And I'm like, no, Jesse, get the fuck out of your roommates. It's going to get you a lot. That's what's going to do it, man. None of this shit.
Anyway,
you know what I do? You know what I do in the mornings now? I
have a massive shit.
I have no. Well, but I just, I make a coffee and I putter around and it's great. I look at the window, I listen to music.
And you drink the coffee and go, and that's it.
Yeah. So,
and then you have a massive shit.
Well, happy 2026, Reese. Here's
I survived this long, so there's no stopping me. Yeah.
A few months will be in year 6 or year 7 of this ridiculous show. How long have we been doing this for, man?
I don't know. But I tell you one thing:
the pandemic.
You can't see this. You can't see this on the audio version, but in the video version on YouTube, which you should definitely go and subscribe to.
You got a stress ball.
I've got this amazing new stress ball. It was a gift from the lovely people at Amazon Music Canada. They sent me a little package of treats because we did a conference with them this year. And this is the greatest stress relief blob I've ever had in my life. And I'm going to wear this out by February. But right now is my highlight of 2026 is this purple weird blob. And if I throw it really hard, it sticks to the ceiling and you don't know how long it's going to stay there for. And then you've got to catch it. It's great.
I asked Reese how his previous year was, and he's like, I don't know, same as anybody else's, I guess. And then his next thing is, I'm going to wear out this stress ball by February. That's okay.
No, but is it? I don't know what it is. But also as well, 2026, I'm on Vyvanse, which is a new thing. I've never been medicated from ADHD. And,
how's that go? Vyvanse it's the light version. It's ADD medication light, and it was recommended to me. I haven't tried it yet, but
the first day I took it, I was noticing bizarre tiny details on everything, like Robert Downey Jr. in the Sherlock Holmes movies. I was like seeing it, like predicting every move.
Interesting.
And then
you ever seen Limitless?
Like Limitless, except with more disappointing results. And then I it's kind of mellowed out. And what I found is that it's just like it's kind of just toned down. Like it's just a slight toning down of like certain aspects of my personality. I kind of like it. I feel like it removes self-doubt, which could be good, could be bad. But we'll see how 2026 goes.
I don't know if you need ADD medication, man. You're pretty successful as is. Like your ADD machine.
There's a constant battle in my head, as you know, as anyone with it knows.
I do, yes.
There's a constant battle in your head, and it can exhaust you. And I'm finding that it tones down. Out of the 25 voices in my head, maybe it takes out 7, and that's nice. It's a bit of a break.
It is nice.
Yeah.
I would use it because I would want to be more productive, which I hear you are incredibly.
I am productive, but
yeah.
this makes the productivity less painful.
It makes the noises go away.
All the ones saying kill, burn, they're all gone. It's great.
Do we have any speak pipes?
No, but I've got a couple of email and website messages we can read at the end.
No speak pipes, you lazy sacks of shit. Send us some fucking speak pipes.
So this is episode 499, and next episode is our 500th episode, which is weird timing, like just to go into the middle of January and celebrate our 500th episode.
So hold on, you looked up 499 is the episode that's on Spotify right now. And we're recording this one
on our Acast RSS feed. This will be the 499th episode.
Oh, the one recording right now.
Yes.
Okay. So listen up, shitfucks. Reese is going to put a link, and he's going to remember to do this because he's listening to this right now, and he's going to stop the edit and put the link in right now. There's going to be a link to SpeakPipe. All you have to do is use your big fat thumb and press it just once. You don't have to type in your name. You don't have to type in your email address. None of that shit. There's a direct link, and you just press a record button, and you go, "Hi, I like the show," or "I hate the show," or "your stupid face," or whatever.
I just want to interject. I think your talking down approach might not encourage people to want to leave a celebratory SpeakPipe for our 500th episode. So. Just wanted to put it out there. So your lovely, delicate thumb. Hit record.
Lovely, yeah.
Send it to us anonymously, and then let us know. Just send us a happy 500th episode message. Have we made your life worse? Have we enhanced your life somehow? Do you have a favorite episode? Do you want to abuse us verbally? Whatever you want to do, we'll take it. Just ready to go out, and then maybe we'll feature it. Just do it. But we should probably ask me what we're going to talk about.
For those people who after the show use their delicate fingers to swipe over to TikTok instead of clicking that link, it's a micro of a second. Just click, and you can just the whole process could take 5 seconds. You're like click, record, fuck you, Reese and Jesse, send, and then off to TikTok you go.
There you go.
We'd take that. We'll play.
Sorted.
Getting this audience to do anything, it's like pulling teeth, man. They'll listen every fucking week, and we love you for it. We love you for it. You all show up. It's amazing. We don't know why, but getting you to do literally anything at all is mind-bendingly difficult. We're gonna get a flood. We're gonna get like 1,000 fucking speak pipes. That'd be amazing. And they're all gonna be "fuck you, Jesse."
Just what a Jesse human anus. Bye. That's all they'll say. And then
I have ChatGPT is telling me I have to wear sneakers in my house at all times now.
Great,
because my utilities are electrifying. They're electrocuting me. The stove. So
you've got a serious structural issue with the wiring in your apartment. So you're wearing. You can buy. I've got a pair of work boots that are insulated for if you step in a puddle and there's a live wire in it, is insulated against that. You should go and get some.
That's nice. I texted my landlord and told him all this. Do you know what he said?
He doesn't speak English though, does he? And you don't.
No, but I said it to him in French. I had ChatGPT translate it. He said nothing. Not thanks. I'm looking into it. Nothing.
Sounds expensive to me, Jesse. Maybe move out.
I like this apartment, but we'll see.
Cool. So everyone, please leave us a speak pipe for next week's 500th episode. If you don't, then we'll just see that there won't be a 501st episode. Put it that way.
The next minute after this,
there will be.
Yeah. You know what? Anything you want. If you don't want to leave a speak pipe, leave us a review on Apple Podcasts would be great. Send us an email
or Spotify. You can leave reviews on episodes.
That's true. We just love to hear from you in some way. People keep showing up to listen to us every week. We don't know why, but we really love you for it. We thank you for it. Like Reese and I say, we've been doing this for years now. And because we're a comedy show and we're not selling a particular product or a particular service, we don't make a ton of money with this show, but our audience members are so big that if we quit, they'd be really mad at us, right? So we're in this weird spot in between where
we're probably find another podcast to listen to. I don't think we're that essential a part of people's lives that they go through some form of grief. I think they probably I listened to that show and now I have to replace it with another show that may be better.
Don't kill my fantasy, man.
Okay.
I want to picture people just crying themselves to sleep because our show doesn't exist anymore.
3 days of national mourning. That's what you want. Actually, I've got some correspondence from a listener before we go.
Okay.
So this is from Kim, and she said, and this was through, she contacted us directly on the contact form on our website. Just letting you know that the chicken cannon experiments existed in very recent history. You asked for a contact for someone who has videos from the chicken cannon, and I don't have that in particular, and she named a person and a company that I won't say publicly because they work in a lab which tested high velocity impacts. Eventually the team developed how to explore this non-contact simulation, boring, in brackets, leading to him founding a company that specialized in this useful technology, but boring. However, I know for a fact that in the early days, at least, there were definitely animals being shot out of cannons. He might have videos. I doubt he would share. Have a nice day.
Will you reach out to him?
I can try and ask this stranger for, do you have any
please
footage of high impact chickens hitting walls? That'd be great.
Please do.
Thank
you. What was her name? Who sent that to us?
Kim. Thanks, Kim.
Thank you so much, Kim.
Thanks for the tip off, and I'll reach out to that person who I'm not naming, but I do have their name there, and see if they will give me any slow motion chicken impact footage for my own personal use.
Happy 2026, Reese.
Happy 2026, Jesse.
Happy 2026, dear listener. Thank you so much for putting us in your ear hole, just the way you like them. I've been Jesse. This has been Reese. Say hello. Say goodbye, Reese.
And you've been you.
And I've been me. Send us a speak pipe, audience, send us a review. Oh, you meant okay, yeah. You've been you.
Bye, everyone.
You. Bye, everybody. We look forward to hearing from you. You fucking better.
Super they cool, they much too polite. A place that's exciting with kryptonite. You may fall asleep with no warning because Canada is boring.